Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by QC Kinetics.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today we're going to be hearing from our friends from QC Kinetics about how regenerative medicine can help you move better, feel better, and live better.
A new approach to healing. Joining me is Allie White with QC Kinetics. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here. You're in our office. You get to experience the QC Kinetics that I love and get to work in every day.
So I'm so interested in this. What is QC Kinetics?
So QC Kinetics, we are a non-surgical approach to joint relief and just other musculoskeletal pain areas. So we really dive in to make sure that our patients can be treated more in that non-invasive approach, because we know surgery ultimately is very invasive for patients. It can be very long time for healing. So we wanted to come up with an area of medicine and really dive into regenerative medicine to treat our patients.
And can you elaborate a little bit more on what regenerative medicine is?
Yes, absolutely. So regenerative medicine is really cool. So anyone that likes to nerd out over the science like I do, it is an area of medicine that takes what your body has, so autologous, meaning from you. It takes what you have, and what we can do is we can harness it in a way that your body can no longer do. So just a couple examples, there's a hot topic in medicine right now. It's called platelet-rich plasma, also known as PRP. So that's what we do here as well, along with other treatment areas and treatment modalities. So with that, we take what your blood has, so the cells from your blood, we take your blood, just like a normal blood draw, we take that into our lab, we spin it down, we take the cells from that are needed for healing, and we actually re-inject it into your area of pain.
How does this type of medicine differ from traditional medicine?
Great question. So it differs from traditional medicine in a ton of different areas. So if we think about the traditional pathway for patients right now, you have a steroid injection. Steroid injections just mask the pain. They don't bring a healing response. They actually dampen your immune system so your body can't do what it naturally wants to do. From there, patients just tend to get worse. Then you have your opioids. We also want to get patients off of opioids, knowing that the opioid epidemic is so large right now and how effective it is for patients. And then ultimately there's surgery. So surgery is a permanent decision. There are effects from surgery that can be really difficult for patients. The healing time can take a very long time for those patients, and then just the downtime as well. So for us, we differ from traditional medicine. Hearing all of those things of what you need to do in traditional medicine or getting an injection with us from your body's own cells, I would take the regenerative medicine approach.
Yeah, that sounds so interesting. So why QC Kinetics?
Why QC Kinetics? That's a great question. So for me, it's the patients. Our patients are the reason why. They come through our doors, we get to learn all about them. They bring us their why, and we help treat that why. So normally you go see your physician or your PA, NP, and the burden of healthcare, they can't get to learn who their patients are or why they're coming to see them. We can at QC Kinetics. So you may be coming for your knee pain, but what is that why behind your knee pain? What do you need to get back to doing? That's what I love about QC Kinetics, because that's what we're doing for our patients.
Now, who qualifies as a patient?
It's a great question. A lot of people. So we don't have a patient population that we don't really treat. We see everyone from younger patients all the way to patients in their 80s, 90s wanting to reclaim their independence. We see patients with injuries. We see patients post-surgery. We see patients with chronic disease states such as osteoarthritis. So we treat a lot of different patients.
What are the most common treatment areas?
Great question. So for us, it's those joints that you wear out mostly. So think of your knees, think of your hips, the joints that you're on every day, those weight-bearing joints, but we also treat every other joint in the body. So think about your shoulders, wrists, fingers. If you're doing a lot of computer work, we see a lot of people with finger issues, or your thumbs. We see ankle issues, especially in our younger demographic. So if there's a joint that's bothering you, we treat it.
If you want to learn more information, be sure to visit qckinetics.com/Myrtle Beach or you can call 843-258-6059.
This segment is sponsored by QC Kinetics.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I have been exploring Brook Green Gardens today, and I am at the Low Country Zoo, and I'm joined by zookeeper Katie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing much better because I've gotten to be all in the fresh air today. It is so beautiful here, and you truly live a charmed life because you get to be a zookeeper every day. What is that like?
It's pretty cool. Like every day is something new. So we do have a native animal collection. So all of our animals would be found traditionally in the Low Country.
Nice.
So we have like wolves, foxes, otters. We also have a heritage barn. So we have like horses, cows, sheep, goats. But every day is something different, something new. And yeah.
Nice. And okay, we are standing right now in front of the red wolf habitat.
Yes.
Tell me all about this place.
So this was a work of many years. We rely, being a nonprofit, we rely heavily on donations and through the admission costs. A lot of that money goes into bettering our enclosures for our animals, feeding them, giving them enrichment and things like that. But the Red Wolf Ridge, it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that.
I can imagine.
But red wolves, they are the most endangered canid species in the world. So there's only about 200 of them left in the world. So the fact that we have 3 here is pretty cool.
Yeah. And this is the place to go if you really want to learn more because you guys are the experts when it comes to the animals. So do you have an exhibit here that maybe is your favorite? Are you allowed to choose a favorite animal as a zookeeper?
It's kind of hard to choose a favorite. If I had to pick, it would definitely be our otters. So our otter enclosure is actually split into 2 different things. So we have like this glass exhibit. You can see the otters swimming in the pool. They like to follow you if you like walk along the glass exhibit. But we also have a natural cypress marsh swamp enclosure. So the tide goes in and out naturally. So sometimes the otters are doing like all these flips in really deep water. But then when like tide is low, they are hunting for like fiddler crabs and all sorts of little goodies in there.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the other exhibits here. When I walked in, I got to see the baby goats.
Yes.
So you have goats and cows and sheep, I think, too?
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
We also have marsh tacky horses. So all heritage breeds. Our Spanish goats here are actually specifically the Low Country Spanish goats. So they all came from an island in South Carolina. So we specifically breed them. We're part of a breeding program in order to keep that kind of like subspecies lineage going.
Very cool.
So right now we do have like 5 baby goats, and they are pains in my butts, but they are super cute.
And you were saying they were Low Country baby goats.
Yes.
I was going to say, I didn't get it on camera, but I saw one with Spanish moss in its mouth. And I don't think it's more Low Country than that.
Yeah, no, these guys love their Spanish moss. They love it when like a storm rolls through because all the trees lose the Spanish moss, or they will get, especially our live oak trees, if they have limbs fall. All of our animals pretty much love the Spanish moss. Our otters, sometimes they will like grab it and like make a little nest or like bed sort of thing. Yeah.
Using the elements.
Yeah.
Well, very cool, Katie. Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today, I am so excited to be joined by Autumn, who is a massage therapist. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. We're gonna get some tips and tricks. She's obviously the expert when it comes to massage and taking care of yourself. But what are some things that you think our viewers need to be keeping in mind with all the things we do during the day that weigh us down and make us feel awful?
Yeah, well, there's a couple things. First of all, the upper trap area, the shoulder blade area, I see a lot of people that come in with shoulder pain, and it's from all the driving and the texting and the keyboard working that internally rotates our shoulders and then creates all this tension in our traps. So I can work on that for you. You come in, I can massage that, get all those knots out. I can find knots you didn't even know were there. And that helps to bring the shoulders back and relax everything. Yes.
It's so hard to remember to do that
It
all the
is.
time
Pull your
because we're
shoulders
so
back.
used to looking down at our
Yep.
phones, and it feels kind of awkward to hold your phone like
Hold
this,
it up
but
at eye level.
it is better for you, right?
It is to keep your neck straight and not looking down.
You gotta do the double
100%.
chin.
Yeah, I know. You just think no double chin.
Goodness. So when people come to you, what are some of the ailments that they typically complain about? Because I know that some of these tight muscles can cause other things too.
Yeah, absolutely. Headaches are a big one. So the tight muscles in the upper trap, the neck area, causes a lot of headaches. We've got the SCM muscles that run from behind the ears down, and we use those all the time to rotate our necks. When they get tight, it can cause migraines. I do a lot of neck work, especially on this SCM muscle. Lower back pain, you know, the piriformis that sits under the glutes can cause lower back pain, sciatic nerve pain. So those are the main things that I see in my practice.
And what are some of the general benefits of massage?
Relaxation, lymphatic flow. So you want to break up all the toxins that are in your body, and then drinking water after the massage. That's why it's so important, because it just gets all that crap out of your body, and so it doesn't resettle and create new problems.
Well, tell me all about Friends of Main Street, Tommy.
So Friends of Main Street is part of Lumberton, is a designated Main Street city. So that means we've been designated as a recipient of strategic economic development by the state, and the Main Street Group, or the Main Street Committee, works to raise funds for that historic downtown Main Street. So Lumberton kind of doesn't get a fair shake. Lumberton is a wonderful little city, but Main Street works to develop that downtown historic district and is continuing to work towards that goal.
So I guess my question would be, what do you need from the community right now?
So we just need people to come downtown. Lumberton has had some challenges with a couple of hurricanes that came through that created some flooding, which created some empty buildings downtown, but we need people to come downtown. The historic downtown area is really starting to come alive. We're seeing a lot of revitalization. There are a lot of new businesses that moved in the 2 years that we have been here. I think 5 businesses have moved into the downtown area. And then we have purchased the historic fire station and are renovating that downtown as well. So that whole downtown area is just really starting to come alive.
All right, now you said Alive After 5. For the viewers watching that don't know what that is, what is it?
So Alive After 5 is a concert series. And what our concert series does is it brings folks downtown to that area, and the stage is set at the Dick Taylor Plaza. And then our wonderful sponsors, which is the Robeson County Arts Council, Healy Distributor, UNC Health, and UNCP, all help us really put on these great concerts. And it's just a really good time. There are food trucks, there is a kids zone, there is lots of food and music, and just a really good time.
And this is just a great community event that's also free, right?
It is, and we close off the whole downtown area. So the whole plaza area, you can wander around, grab some great food. There are plenty of drinks and food, and the music is wonderful. The shops will be open downtown. And then there's the kids zone. So it's just a really fun family environment.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, one of my huge mottos in life is that you always deserve to have a sweet treat. And so today, I'm at Polly's Island Bakery with the owner, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to take the grand tour, so why don't you go ahead and lead the way?
Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the bakery. We've been open almost 14 years,
Okay.
serving this community well.
And I can already tell whenever you walk in here, this is just one of those spots that people love coming by, like multiple times a week. You come and get your fix, but like, what are some of the key items that are popular here?
Oh my goodness, the breakfast sandwich is the hottest item by far. People love those, it's their daily breakfast. We have cheese danishes, we have pies, we have cookies, we have cupcakes, we have specialty desserts. Our lunch sandwiches are nice and hearty, so fills you up. It's a good spot. The most important thing is this is just a chill spot to hang out. We have so many regulars and locals that come in. We have a lot of regulars that tour here, and so for us, knowing all these different smiling faces that come by, it makes it fun for us. It's a family atmosphere. We're family operated and owned, so it's a good spot to be.
So it's Tiffany Clark. I am the cake decorator. I am also the manager.
You and your husband both work here.
Yes.
It's like a big happy family.
So it's all we've ever known.
Okay.
We worked together at the last place we were at, and that's actually where we met.
I love it. I love it.
And so when I started here in May of 2020, it was the weirdest time in our relationship that we weren't working together. And so then, yeah, November of 2020, he started working here.
Was there a moment in your life where you thought, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Or did it just serendipitously happen?
So I've always loved baking. My dad, big baking fan. I always loved doing it. I never eat it.
Interesting.
I am a pastry chef who does not eat sweets, really. I have to really, really want them. When the Culinary Institute up in Market Commons announced that they were doing a full program on baking and pastry, I originally started out wanting to do cakes, and then when I started there, I still loved to do cakes, but I enjoyed doing like chocolates and stuff like that better.
That's hard.
It's fun.
That's the tough stuff.
It's
I
fun.
mean, you can really mess up a chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's temperamental, but I like that. I like the more structure. I like cooking, but cooking is kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, whereas baking is very structured, very like to the T, exact measurements, otherwise everything comes out, and I like the control of that.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to substitute like baking soda for baking powder in a
does not
recipe,
work.
that's exactly what she's talking about. So what is your favorite type of cake to decorate?
I love doing birthday cakes for people, but my favorite would always be weddings. Just to be a part of that like biggest day of somebody's life is so special. I love what I do. They always say you never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. And I do. I do love this.
So now we're back in the kitchen.
Yeah, hanging out in the kitchen.
This is where all the breakfast sandwich magic happens,
This
right?
is where the magic happens. My main man, Tanner, right here, he likes to mix it up on the grill. There's some love put in that sandwich.
You want the dynamic to be really fun. Like you want to have fun with your employees.
Yep.
You want everybody to have a good time while they're working here.
Absolutely.
Why is that important to you?
Life is short. You want to enjoy coming to work every day. If, like Tiffany said in there, it doesn't end up being like work if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and then the customers feel that too. We want the community to feel like they walked into their second home and they're just hanging out for a little while and with their good friends.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.